Alright, moving on here. As I was saying, let's say my parallax object file only has one bank, but my table suggests 3 banks. So you can see here that there are 3 sets of parentheses. That means something. That represents 3 banks. And notice default p banks here. I have 3 weapons. One weapon to be specified for each bank, 1, 2, and 3 respectively. So what I need to do is, if I only want one bank, I have to delete these last 2 entries, and I have to delete these last 2 sets of parentheses here. And once I've done that, I have table entries for 1 bank, and it actually only allows 1 weapon. But anyway, okay. So for missiles, notice that also for missiles, it suggests 3 missile banks, but we're only going to make 1 bank, so that's going to affect how the missiles. It's going to affect this table. So for show secondary models, that's an optional line, but have only 1 entry in there. For S bank capacity, instead of 3 numbers, just 1 number in there. Default secondary banks. One secondary, and just like the primaries, only 1 set of parentheses. So we've converted the tables from supporting a parallax object file with 3 gun banks and 3 missile banks to 1 gun bank and 1 missile bank. So let's create that. Let's create that missile bank. Okay. Having missile points selected. Press the yellow button under bank, and now you've created a missile bank. And select the yellow button under point, and then now you've created a missile point. Now we want to move these missile points to the tips of these guns here. So let's hold Alt, drag, and we got them pretty close. Reconstrain. Okay, and now copy the point, and then drag that point right over. And so we have 1 bank and 2 points, just like the other one. You can have, 6 points if you want. You can have, actually, let's do that just for sake of argument. Let's copy and add. So there's going to be 4 missile points. I mean, it's going to look atrocious, but just for the sake of our argument. Now that I've improved 4 missile banks instead of just 2, the tables aren't changed. The tables only are determined by how many banks there are, if that makes any sense. The number of fire points, like the Erinyes compared to the Perseus, the Erinyes will fire faster and the Perseus won't fire faster, so that's the only difference. FSO treats it differently, but as far as the tables are concerned, no table references have to be changed for the number of points. Okay, so that's all there is to it. Okay, so we've created gun points, we've created missile points. Let's create some thruster points. And all you have to do to create the thruster points is the same thing as creating gun and missile points. You select thrusters, and then you press the yellow button under thrusters, and then you press the yellow button under glow points to create the first glow point of your thruster set. Now you notice if you Alt and drag, you'll notice that where the heck is my thruster point? Under... Actually, you can't see it because I don't have thrusters selected, but around here-ish, there's radius. So for radius, you'll notice it's 0, and a ball with a radius of 0 is a point that is not visible. So make this, let's say, 20. There it is, right there. Wow. So that's huge. That specifies a thruster that's like a Kamehameha blast. It's basically the dimensions of your thruster glow. So you'll see that the glow engulfs this ship. So we probably want to make it a little smaller to make it look nicer. So how about 3? Maybe 3, maybe 2. Okay, so I set a radius of 2, and I hold Alt, and I drag the thruster where it looks aesthetically good. And then I copy the glow point, constrained to the XY plane, and then I copy the other glow points. Whoops, gotta hit copy. Oh.